What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Lush Louisville. We are live today and direct from Hollywood, California. Whew, it's a long way from Kentucky, but make no mistake, the goal remains the same. We're tapping in with Louisville creatives and shining light on their work and everything that they do. There will definitely be a little bit of possibly some rebranding a little bit this season, and since I'm in LA and I definitely will always be tapping in with creatives from Louisville, but there will be times when I'm gonna talk to some connections and people that I've met out here. I'm gonna have LA people on the show at some point, and just every now and then things like that. And I'm thinking about the name of the show and trying to get some rebranding going. But all that being said, it's good to be back and doing the show again. And it's been about 6 months. So I moved to LA from Nashville. I moved in August, and I've been out here now. I guess it's almost been about 6 months, which is crazy. I took a job as an assistant recording engineer at a studio in Hollywood called The Record Plant, and it's the best job I've ever had. Don't really consider it a job. It's kind of like watching my dreams unfold right in front of me every time I go into work, and it's pretty cool, quite the experience, and I'm really enjoying it. And it's definitely slower right now in January, just the music business, people getting back from time off and stuff like that, and also COVID out here is pretty bad, so those are things to factor in. But it's been good. I've been able to explore around LA. But anyways, enough about that. Today we are tapping in with Louisville artist and rapper Kinslow. I've been in touch with him for some years now, and we've been trying to link up, and now we've got that opportunity. He's got some songs out he's going to tell us about. We're going to tap in with him and see what's up with the music scene in Louisville. I've been absent for a while. I did go home at the end of December for Christmas, and that was nice. But definitely gonna be a good show today. I also wanted to take a minute to acknowledge Kyron, who was an artist, a singer, who was on here on my show episode. I believe it was episode 5 during the pandemic when I had first started. And actually, I think that episode was I believe it was the 4th of July, but she tragically passed away, and she was a great person and talented singer and just creative and fun and just a good person and creative to be around. And I wanted to say a few words about her and actually have a couple moments of silence because it had very, very tragic. So. But on a lighter note, first of all, Kyron, we miss you and you will be missed. And it was great to know you. And we know that you're looking down on us from above. And we'll always remember that. And yeah. But on a lighter note, this is going to be a great show today. I'm interested to see what Kinslow's got in store for us, got to say. So again, he's a rapper, artist in Louisville. And we'll see what he's got to tell us. Let's give him a ring. Yo.
What's going down?
Oh, what's up, Kinslow? How you doing?
I'm good, man. Got it going on, man. We got it going on.
Yeah, welcome to the show, bro. Good to have you on.
Yeah, shout out Kev James. Shout out Lush Louisville.
Hell yeah, bro. Well, I kind of gave people the rundown of who you are and what you do, just a little bit. But go ahead and tell us, your where you're from in Kentucky, kind of where you grew up and things like that. How'd you get started?
Well, I mean, it's got a long story to it, man. But I've just I guess, growing up in Louisville, I never really had a hood I connected with, or like a part of town I connected with. I was bouncing around a lot. I lived in Goshen. I lived in Hikes Point. I lived in Crescent Hill. So, I'm from Louisville, but I'm not really from a designated area. You feel me?
Absolutely.
So But growing up, how I got started into rap music, um, I was going to different schools, and once I started going to Atherton, I was seeing I was seeing everybody around me was rapping, and growing up listening to Mac Miller, that inspired me as well. But what got me into rap music was going to a school where everybody was rapping, and so that's kind of how I started writing my first rhymes and dabbling into
Yeah.
being a rapper.
So it was kind of like just that whole environment was just too inspiring. You had
Yeah.
if everybody around you is doing something, which can that but that's awesome. And so like what? So your classmates are rapping and your friends are rapping, or how's that working?
Yeah, I mean the I was going to Atherton, switched over, started going as a sophomore,
Okay,
and so Jack Harlow was going to Atherton at that point.
that's right. Yeah,
He was rapping. There was a couple other dudes rapping. There was Soon Tonio,
I know him. Yeah,
um, and so just kind of seeing everybody wanting to rap and sort of really doing it, there wasn't an environment I was previously in where that was happening, and so that really just inspired me to want to do it myself and started writing rhymes. I became a pretty good rapper, and then I started the recording process.
yeah. Okay, great. That's what I was gonna ask you about next. So
Yeah.
you're rapping. You get a little bit established. You become a good rapper, and then what was your first, I guess, what was your first song, or like do you remember the first time that you went to the studio? I'm sure you do.
Well, writing rhymes, you know, you you know how to be a good rapper, right? But then to make a rap song is a lot different, you know?
Yeah.
And so when I first hit the studio, I was brought up by someone that really believed in me, and no one's ever believed in me that much. And he was taking me to the studio, paying for my studio time, and that's how I got started into the recording process. And I also um, did a couple features really early on in the recording process with Tate.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. I went to high school with him.
yeah, Tate. Shout out Tate. Big shout out Tate.
Hell yeah.
Um, and he had me on a couple features, and but like I said, that the big homie that got me in the studio, and then Tate, they really kind of jump started my recording process. That was my earliest days in the studio, in any studio. So that's big shout out to them. But for real, I mean, you know, as I really went on, I started to realize like, maybe I should try to up my sound quality. Start looking around, going to different studios, and eventually I found my engineer. Shout out Slick, big shout out Slick Evo, and I've been using him ever since stepped foot in that step foot in Evo. I've been using him ever since. I haven't been anywhere else to record my music. Um, so that's basically like my studio life and how I kind of got started into the recording process. And,
Yeah. And what were some of the studios that you went around to before you found Evo?
um, it I don't exactly um remember because everything's happened since then, but I remember Tate records with someone called Ace
Oh yeah.
and
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
he's a producer, he's a engineer. I remember going to his studio in his crib,
Yeah.
and then I also have been to Head First, which is I think that's on Chestnut or something like that. That's that Blasian and 2K Baby go there, and that's with Saint.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know about Saint.
Yeah, yeah, that's with Saint. Yeah, and I think I went there one time, and but yeah, ever since I started going to Slick, I mean that's where I've really we've kind of built a whole sound together. So
That's awesome. There's nothing more, I guess, nothing better than having a engineer or a mentor that knows your sound and builds a sound with you that can, continue to elevate with you. So speak on that a little bit. Would you consider Slick to be kind of like one of your mentors? I know you said he like really believed in you.
Slick
Yeah,
is Slick being my mentor.
yeah,
Well, yeah, I mean, Slick Slick is kind of like a mentor to me. I think that he's really opened my eyes in a way that like I used to want to do things my own way and like
right, right.
let's not even try that or stuff, but he's kind of opened my eyes into different avenues that I've never thought of and different possibilities. And yeah, he has really been a mentor to me. He like I said, I haven't been to nowhere else since then to record no music. So, I'm really I have a lot of confidence in him and he has a lot of confidence in me. So
Can't ask for nothing more. That's awesome. So the process now that you found somebody that you can trust with your sound, and he's you and him have built a sound. Like I said, nothing for an artist and an engineer or producer to be able to do that is you're that's a great opportunity to have. And so you have that, and like you said, you used to want to do things your way, and he kind of opened your mind. What are you doing differently now in the recording process as opposed to before you had met Slick or before you had a more open mind?
well, I mean, it's not it's um yeah, I mean, okay, that's a good question. It's not so much that I was not um like it's a bunch of technical stuff.
Right, right.
It's like for instance, like I'll give you a good example of what I wasn't doing before is,
Okay.
when you're making music, sometimes you want to layer things. Sometimes in rap music you want to adjust the volumes to ad libs or just technical recording things like that. He's helped my music evolve into making it sound more full and more radio ready sounding. Just all the learning how to tweak different things and taking his advice.
Yeah.
He's really helped me a lot, and so I think that I wasn't. You're not gonna be the greatest, um, like the master of stepping in the booth and like knowing how to tweak everything,
Hmm.
in the first year.
Yeah.
So as years went on, I learned more and more things, and basically, it's all technical stuff. But yeah,
Absolutely. Well, cool. That's interesting, and I'm glad, and I'm glad you found and you were able to link with Slick like that. So you've been with him how many years now? Did you say you've been recording with him?
I'd say about three.
Okay. And in those times, I've seen that in your post, you've got a couple of singles out, correct? A couple of songs,
Yeah,
and
yeah, about six.
about six of them. Let me pull a couple of them up. I can't play them because of copyright, but I can definitely still show them what they are. Tell us. So, what was um, the first song that you recorded that you put out with Slick? Because there's let's see, there's Texas, Ace Boogie, Just Do It, Survivor, No Freezy, and I saw that you just released Reflections. Just talk a little bit about some of these singles that you released. Like, what was the first one that you did with Slick? And just
Uh,
talk a little bit about some of these.
I pretty sure everything that's ever been dropped has been done by Slick, has been mixed and mastered by Slick.
Nice.
Well, not so much. Well, not everyone has been mixed and mastered, but everyone has been mixed and recorded by Slick. And yeah, I mean, just to talk a little bit about the music that's out right now. Ace Boogie was the first single I ever put out.
Hmm.
It was really just, when I make music, I have a pretty not deep catalog, but I have a good amount of songs where I can listen to over and over again, and I can decide which one's the best one. And at the time, and I do that pretty much for everything that I drop. And so at the time, I thought Ace Boogie was the one. It was the best. It had the best lyrics. It had the best flows. And so we dropped that one first.
Yeah, I remember hearing that and listening to it, and with the guitars and the sample, that was a nice little beat and nice song too, man. You did a good job. So that was 2019, and then cool. Talk about some of these more recent ones about Texas and Reflections.
Well, Texas is really, I think, one of my best songs, and it's really because like I explained to you before, as time goes on, you get better and better at making the music, doing little tweaks and stuff.
Right.
And when I
Facts.
released Texas, I really thought that song was well put together.
Yeah.
And me and Slick really took a lot of time and um, just trying to make it as perfect as I possibly could. If you're a really if you're a true artist, they say you can't put it out. It's never perfect,
Yeah.
But I just try to make it as perfect as I possibly could, And
Yeah.
so that's really what I think about Texas is that it's one of my best um, things that I've ever done, and then Reflections. And I think I put out Survivor. Oh wait, no, Survivor wasn't out yet, but Survivor's like um
It's recent.
previous.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not as recent. Um well, Reflections, I think, and like I told you, I take a lot of time reviewing the catalog and putting out the best ones I can possibly go. And Reflections, I just thought that, it was some of my best lyrics. It was some of my best flows. The beat selection. I'm real picky about my beat selection.
Gotta be.
I don't really come on beats that people expect me to come on.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that's important.
It is. I mean, so what do you look for in a beat?
Well, it just has to connect to me, man. It just has to I just have to feel it, and there's no describing it. The people are like, "What do you want? Playboy Cardi beats? You want Kevin
Yeah.
Gates beats?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Nah, you take your best 5 beats that you believe in the most and you send them.
Yeah.
Cuz I
Exactly.
mean, I just can't tell you what it is. I just have to connect with it.
Yeah, it's like no tight beats over here, man. You need a Kinslow beat. You know what I'm saying? You
I,
don't need no tight beats.
you understand.
Yeah, exactly. So okay, so talk speaking about connecting to the beat, connecting to the song. What? How does your creative process work when writing or inspiration wise? What comes up like when you hear the beat? Well, what's your process like for writing a song?
Um I mean, What you want me to give you all the sauce? What
I
like?
mean, Kinslow, the sauce
Okay,
is welcome. The sauce is welcome.
okay. This the sauce. Okay, I mean, like they can't. Nobody can't do it like me. So I'll just give you a little pointers. All
Facts.
right. So what I do, and I guess when people reach out to me and they have help, I try to give them as vague as possible. But
Right.
well, I'm gonna give it to you pretty straight. Like, I mean, everybody's process is different. Some people do punch in rap. Some people do they freestyle the whole thing. Some
Yeah.
people, write it in their head. But what I do is I'm real picky about my beat selection, and I take a beat that really connects with me. And then once I do that, I write for a really long time, which involves sort of freestyling because you have to like come up with, what's gonna rhyme next. And well, I pride myself on like making words rhyme that don't actually rhyme. So like I
How does
just
that
kind of
work?
I kind of like just like feel it, you know what I mean? And I just
Okay.
kind of like you can say words in a different way. But anyway, so I take the beat, I write a lot to it. Sometimes it takes me a long time to write a song. Sometimes, and even though like a lot of folks they write their rap songs really relatively quick, like they could finish it in like 2 hours. That's not really me. So, and just for whatever reason, I'm not saying I'm more fire or thought out than them, but it just takes me longer. And but what happens is I start feeling it. I start writing, start feeling the lyrics. Once I'm very confident in the song, I have to be very confident in the song. Then I'll take it to Slick and have it recorded. And usually I'll do a rough draft of the song so I can kind of like picture how it's gonna be, and it's a lot easier on my studio time money. And then and sometimes I think the song's gonna turn out really great. Then I make a rough draft and it's not really as what I thought it was gonna be.
Yep.
And so, that's how I know not to really finish that one. And so a little bit about my recording process is, that's the light sauce, that's not the heavy sauce, but I gave you a little game right
Yeah,
there.
absolutely. So you spend or spend time a good amount of time writing. Does it ever drive you crazy? Like trying to make it, like you
Um,
said, you want it to be perfect, but like,
yeah, like I said, my process is really long. Like I ain't even gonna front. Like I'm gonna keep it a band. Like I sometimes I'll pace back and forth and I'll spit out 4 lines in an hour or something. Like sometimes it's just that slow. Like and like hooks are a little harder for me, a little bit, even though most of my hooks are just rapping.
yeah,
But I mean, no, so to answer your question, like sometimes I wish my process was a little quicker, just like everybody else. But things are really working for me now, and I gotta do what I gotta do that brought me here.
absolutely. Dope, man, dope. Well, cool. I'm glad we were able to see your process, get a little look into how you operate, because it's interesting. Like you said, artists are different. Different rappers, have different processes. So that's interesting. Super dope. So you got singles out, you got songs, and you're connected with Slick. You got a good relationship. So you think about doing an album?
Well, um, like it just all has to do with marketing and promotion.
Hmm.
And the way I'm moving right now is a lot different than how I've ever been moving. Things are changing for me, and
Okay.
that affects my thoughts on an album process.
Okay. So you're moving differently. Things are changing. Once you got something big coming up, well, how you moving now,
Yeah,
Kinslow? What's going on?
yeah, think big things are happening for me, man.
Okay.
I just can't talk about it the way I want to talk about it right now.
Understand. Understand.
But I'm gonna be a lot more consistent. I'm gonna be posting on my Instagram a lot more.
Okay.
I'm gonna be that's basically all I can really say is I'm gonna be a lot more consistent. Everything that I put out before, um it had a lot of um it had like the only reason I've had 6 7 songs out in the past 3 years is really because like I have to focus on the business side behind these singles that I'm putting out, and now I'm rolling a little different, and so I'm gonna be more consistent, and so yeah, you're gonna be seeing me drop a lot more.
Okay. Can't wait. Looking forward to that, man. Looking forward to that.
Hey, shout out Rag It Up. Rag It
Rag it
Up.
up.
Kendra at Rag It Up. She got me together. She made Kinslow and BFE Coop do rags.
Okay.
I just wanted to quickly shout out Kendra at Rag It Up.
Kendra, rag it up. I was gonna say, ask you about that. What's that? Is that UK on there? What is that?
Yeah, I'm a U of L fan. I like UK too though. I like UK too. I'm not like a hater,
Yeah,
but when they play, I'm going for U of L. But that's really the only instance where you know I'm you know I'm going over UK. Like I want UK to win just as much as U of L. But yeah, if they playing, I'm going for U of L though. But I
Ah,
still rock the do rag though.
yeah.
I
No,
ain't got
gotta
no
have the
U of
do
L do
rag.
rag.
The
Yeah, I
do
mean,
rag.
yeah,
No,
I was, you
the
know
do
what I'm
rag says
saying?
it
Yeah,
all.
but yeah,
Okay, so you were talking a little bit about when I asked you about an album. You're talking about the business and the marketing and promotion. We spoke on the phone a little bit. I'm talking about more getting better marketing and promotion for my podcast, of course, just to get people to view it more, and because that's the goal. And what are some, if you can talk about it, what are some tactics that you've taken into your hands for promotion of your music?
yeah, man. You just want all the sauce, man. You want
Hey,
you
I'm
want
trying.
you want you want that recipe.
Yeah.
Um, well, I can talk about it a little bit. I mean, I guess you could look into ads.
Yeah.
You know, if you make a business page on Instagram, they got this thing called Boost Post,
Mm-hmm.
and you can learn about ads like that. Um,
Right.
like, um, you know, I think that you can, like a lot of people do this, and like it kind of works. I'm not even. I don't do it, but I've never done it. But you can make a page that's not your rap page, and you can like kind of build it up a little bit,
Yeah.
and then you can like send the rap stuff from that page. And so it doesn't look like you're like doing it from your rap page. And then people actually check that out a lot. Like I don't really like it, but it actually kind of works. So there's a lot of different things about the way you can like get your music out there. Like I think one dude, and like I don't wanna bring him into this because I don't think I don't know, but one dude was telling me about how a couple artists that were sort of into anime, they were doing a bunch of Reddit forums, and they were like getting a lot of fans through Reddit, or like so the marketing and promotion really it varies for different artists, and I've been hearing different ways to market your music for. I mean, I hear another way to do it every 2 months or something. So I
Yeah.
mean, there's a billion ways to do it, man.
Absolutely. Well, cool. So, as an artist that's in Louisville, and you know, any, let's talk about what are some good I don't know how I'd like to word this because I've asked this question before to artists from Louisville, but like, okay, pros, give us some pros and cons in the Louisville music scene that you see. Or some pros. Like what's the Louisville scene like, man, from an artist standpoint?
Well, um, you know, I think that I can't really. I mean, I don't know. I want to say that a pro would be probably like a lot of folks try to build you up. Oh, you from Louisville, like let's connect, let's work.
Hmm.
And I think that's a pro. Um, there's also a lot of cons, but I mean, I I can't really speak on the cons because like everybody's different. I have to say like I've never performed and I haven't done it in Louisville, and like so, I think that a person that has performed in Louisville like could tell you a little bit more about that kind of scene.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, I think that a lot of folks want to build you up because you from Louisville, and I think that's pretty cool. But I can't really speak on too many cons, man. You know.
Well, that's good. I definitely can say that, in Louisville right now, and I don't know what your stance is on this, but Louisville's the amount of people that are looking at Louisville right now just because of various people that have. I mean, think about it, bro. Like we have, of course, we have Jack, Bryson Tiller, Jennifer Lawrence, Muhammad Ali, and those are But like just the people, a super underrated city in my opinion. Like Jennifer Lawrence went to my middle school, and she was just in Don't Look Up, one of the like most streamed Netflix. It's just crazy, bro, and like especially now with Jack, like people I think are really, really looking at Louisville, and like you said, like bigging people up. Being from Louisville is definitely a big thing and good thing to be a part of. But that's just my take on it. I think it's a very, you know, underrated in a sense, but definitely on the map now for sure. And so you said, so you haven't done a show in Louisville, or you have, or it's been a while? Is that what you said?
No, I've never performed before.
You
I'm trying
never?
to make my no, I'm trying to make my first show crazy,
Okay.
and it looks like it's ready to happen.
I was just gonna ask, what are some big plans for 2022? Do you have any shows lined up, or it's looking like it's about to happen? What's the, probably can't talk too much about it, but like, what are some of the what's going on? Where's the first show happening? Do you know?
Yeah. Well, like I'm saying, like I can't speak on it too much because it's all, in the works. It's all, sort of hush mouth, but I I am moving different. Everything happening with me is real big now, bigger than ever. And so I just um can't really tell you too much about these shows that you're asking me and whatnot, but I can tell you that it's getting I'm getting more opportunities and I'm getting bigger things are happening. So
Okay.
I hate to keep it vague like that, but that's just I think that now I'm I believe in myself more than I ever have, and so I think that's gonna take me as far as the stars.
Absolutely, bro. And who are some Louisville artists that inspire you or that you like to listen to?
Big shout out to Jack Harlow, man. Like
Yep.
his last album, that shit was crazy. That he went crazy on that shit. Um, yeah. So Jack Harlow. I like ESTG. I like and then there's like a couple other smaller artists that I fuck with tough. Like I fuck with I honestly, I don't want to say any names on the smaller artists because I don't want anybody to feel left out. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? But they're
Definitely.
they're they're coming heavy in Louisville. They're coming heavy. They're coming
Definitely.
heavy.
That's what I'm saying about like the pros and stuff. Like you said, being from Louisville, there's definitely a lot of talent, bro. a lot of underrated talent. So definitely interesting. It's going to be interesting to see in the coming years what who comes up next. Any advice you could give or anything you would like to offer for artists, just in general, things that you've done that you wish you would have done differently, or things that you did and you were like, wow, definitely do this. Anything you can think of?
Um, I mean, well, like music advice or like life advice
Both,
or
but music advice
oh,
first, but life
okay,
advice too, man.
life advice. Well, life advice. You could try to eat healthier. You could try to drink more water,
Hey, that
and you could try to sleep more. And then the music advice. Um, if you really believe in yourself, you put the bread up. And if you really believe in yourself, you'll realize that the business side of music is a big side of music.
yes,
And so you gonna have to figure that out.
okay, yeah. The music business is no joke for sure. So know that. All right. Well, I appreciate that advice. People gonna run with that. I know for sure. It's important, bro. And like you said, eating healthy and stuff like that, life advice that all goes a long way, especially for creatives, bro. I mean, you already know. Any other big plans in 2022 for Kinslow besides like anything just simple? Like what are some things you're trying to build on besides the things you can't talk about?
I have a really exciting project that I'm working on.
Okay.
She is someone that I've had my eye on their skills for a while, like a good while. I keep up with the Louisville scene real tough. I follow everybody. I follow their pages. If I don't follow them, I still know what's going on with them. I still know what they doing for whoever. And so this woman has done a video for a couple videos for this man called this rapper called Savvy B, I
Yeah,
think.
I know him.
And well, one of the ones that she did for him, um, I think that I don't remember the song name, but I know the video, and so she did a couple things on there that really impressed me, and so it was basically that one video. I think there's a couple of girls, they put the disc into the TV and then it zooms in on the TV and then the video starts playing and shit. Um,
Wow.
yeah, I mean, I can't explain it, but I really just like felt her skills. I've been watching her for a while, so I'm getting her on this one song that I really believe in. I can tell you the name of the song. It's called I think it's called. Well, I might change it, but right now the song's called "Reminiscing," and uh, and so I'm really excited about that. I also am really trying to work with Trap Steve in the near future.
Yeah.
We've done two videos together so far, and so everything that he does for me is amazing. So,
Okay. Yeah, I know about Trap Steve. I had um I think he did a song. He's a videographer?
he's a
Okay,
rapper,
that's what I thought.
videographer, songwriter. Yeah, big shout out Trap Steve, Big Trap.
Trap
Yeah.
Steve. Yeah, I know. I had a Russ Guapo on here a long time ago, and he told me about Trap Steve, and
Oh, he did a video with him.
yeah, he did a song too, I believe. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, a song too. That's hard.
But yeah, well, cool, man. So you excited for this year? You got a lot in store.
Yeah, man. I'm really hyped. I'm excited. Yeah. Are you?
Oh, of
Let's
course,
get
bro.
it.
Of course,
Yeah.
man. You know we got a lot in the works. So I'm trying to
Yeah,
get a
I'm
better,
ready.
yeah, try and get a bigger following on the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to get a song placement. Things along that nature. Things we can all relate to.
Mm-hmm. Hey, bro. I feel you. We both leveling up.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
Yes.
real quick, to shout out some of these people we talked about in the show. This guy, Trap Steve, you can follow him on Instagram. It's just the Trap Steve. It's one word. I'm going to follow him right now. And then
Go for
also Slick, the engineer, who is close with Kinslow. His IG is Slick, SLYKELLIS. Yeah. And, uh, and your Instagram, Kinslow, of course, is
KINSLOW baby. Let's
underscore
get it.
baby. Here it
Come
is. So
on.
y'all make sure to follow those people, check them out, tap in, and keep on doing your thing, Kinslow. And bro, I'm glad I was able to get you on here finally. I know we've been in talks for such a long time, and I'm glad to hear that you got big things going, big things coming, and just keep in touch. And any closing thoughts, bro? Anything you wanted to add or talk about?
Um. Well, I wanted to. Well, I was hoping we could talk about more things that didn't really have to do with any sort of music thing.
Sure.
So I wanted to. I really like movies and TV, and
Okay.
I just really like my dad like used to be an actor slash comedian, and he got me into movies and TV, and I was really gonna ask you like, what are some of the things you're watching right now, or some dope ass movies you've seen recently?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I was watching on Netflix Better Call Saul recently because I've seen like Breaking Bad, and then that's kind of like the spinoff or one of the spinoffs. So that was super good. Not as good as Breaking Bad, but that, and then I've been watching on Hulu the Wu-Tang American Saga show. Pretty interesting show about the Wu-Tang Clan. And as far as movies, I mean, I can tell you some of my favorite movies. My favorite movie is Jaws. Uh, Another favorite is Goodfellas, Eyes Wide Shut. But that I've seen recently, like good movies. I saw that movie Dune not too long ago, but that I was kind of iffy on that. It was interesting, but I don't know. I wasn't huge on it. Um, but other than that, really, those are the big things: that Wu Tang show and Better Call Saul.
You know, in that Wu Tang show, I thought that the main dude sometimes he be talking funny.
I can't I can't figure out who is who and which one is RZA. I'm not sure. I don't know. I can't and I don't know which one is like. I know Dave East plays You God. That's the only thing that I know.
I thought he played Method Man.
Or maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. But
Nah,
it's I mean it's an overall good show, but yeah,
no, yeah, it is. It's fire. Yeah,
one
I
of
need to catch
those.
back up on it.
Yeah, I think I'm on like episode 4 right now. I'm not sure. I think there's like 2 seasons maybe.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure.
You haven't seen a lot of it.
Nah,
Okay.
nah.
And you said Jaws is one of your favorite movies.
That
Why do you connect with that? Do
I
you
don't
see
know.
it as a kid or something?
Yeah, I mean, I saw it when I was a kid, and I've always been into like I like horror movies and like sci-fi stuff, and that's definitely like when I saw that, I was like, wow, like this is it's just such a classic, vintage, nostalgic movie, and like a simple plot, like a huge monster, man-eating monster that is in the ocean. It's just I don't know. I watched it. My aunt really likes that movie too, and I think I watched it with her. And I was like, yeah, I really like this. So I watch it. I don't watch it too much, but like some days I'm just like, damn, I'm definitely gonna watch Jaws. It's just one of those movies that you just never it never gets old.
That's fire.
Yeah.
That's fire.
But what are some of your favorite movies?
That was a good answer
Yeah,
for real.
bro.
Yeah. I really like Goodfellas.
Yeah,
Like you said.
same.
Um, Shit, man. I have a lot of favorite movies, but some that stuck out to me. Um, I really like Shawshank.
That is
Um,
a good movie, man.
but like, one thing about me is I'm not a rewatcher. Like, I have some friends that watch the same shows on rotation, all the time, and I never really rewatch anything. If it's one of my favorite movies, I'll see it maybe once every 3 years or something. But I don't know. I like to watch all new stuff. So I be ever since like 2019, I think I've been logging every single movie that I've watched, and it's gotten me to like watch more movies because I'm like it's almost like a game. It's like how many movies can I watch? You know what I mean? But yeah, I guess some movies that stand out to me are Shawshank, Goodfellas. Um, let's see what else. I'm not really into superhero movies that much. But my producer, shout out BFE Coop, who makes like almost all my stuff. Um, he is really into superhero stuff. So he's been kind of getting me into it a little bit, and I have more respect for it than I ever have, because I used to think, it was just a bunch of special effects and
Yeah, no,
all this stuff.
yeah.
I was but now I have more respect, and I like them more now, and so I'm gonna see that new Spider-Man joint. But I guess what's some of my other movies that I really like? I really like Avatar: The Last Airbender a lot. That's not a movie, but not the movie, the TV show.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, and I like Family Guy a lot.
Yeah, in terms of good shows, I've never been huge. I like Family Guy, but I'm never like I'm gonna sit down and watch this. But it is definitely a funny show. But I also
Yeah,
really
like every episode. Like I just it's one of those things like you with Jaws. Like when I was a kid, I used to like watch it. So I think it's just kind of like that for me. But
and I like The Office a lot, but they took that off Netflix. But Office, like animated shows, I don't watch. I'm not really into anime or anything like that. But other like shows, I'm not sure. I don't think I follow or I follow. I don't think I watch too many animated shows that I can think
I
of.
really like Rick and Morty.
That's a pretty funny show.
Yeah, Rick and Morty's fire. Rick and Morty's fire. Like I'll be tapping into Rick and Morty like as soon as it drops. I'm there. You know. Um, me and my buddy uh Coop, we've been watching this show with Cedric the Entertainer
Oh yeah.
called The Neighborhood, and that shit's pretty good. That shit's pretty good. But like as far as like movies on the spot, like I think that one thing about me is I watch a lot of like I fuck with Disney movies. Like you ever seen Soul?
Mm-mm. Oh,
You
oh,
ever
I know what
you
you're
ever heard
talking
of
about.
that?
I haven't
Yeah,
seen it, but
like
yes.
Soul is fire. And yeah, that's a good one. But yeah, I can't really think of anything right now, but yeah, yeah.
Cool, man. It's always I draw a lot of inspiration in like music from movies, of course. That's like definitely not uncommon. And
Same.
you know, but yeah, that Goodfellas movie. That's just like I watched that back last February. We were snowed in Nashville, so we didn't work for like a week. I was working at Amazon at the time, and I watched that movie like 3 times. I was the first time I'd seen it. I was like, wow, this is a good movie.
For real.
Yeah. And
Ray
just like just
Liotta.
yeah, exactly. Like just classic actors, like loaded. Like you know what I mean?
And Martin Scorsese's one of my favorites. And
Right.
I'm half Italian, so like I like that Italian shit, like that
Okay.
Italian mob shit. Like one of my dad's favorite movies is The Godfather. So like I like that kind of like Goodfellas, kind of stuff. I
I
need
think
to finish Sopranos.
I haven't seen it. I have not seen The Godfather either. Well, I've seen parts of it, like the beginning, but I've never finished it. I'll have to watch that because I know
It's long as hell.
yeah.
It's long as hell.
But I know
Yeah.
that's like mob, the big
hmm
mob. Besides, like did you ever see The Irishman?
Yeah, I did. It took me 2 sittings.
Yeah,
One sitting of an hour and 45 minutes, and then the other sitting an hour and 45 minutes.
yeah. That movie is
Yeah, it was hard to get through, but it was good. It was
yeah.
good.
It was pretty good. It was like I mean, it was like a modern Goodfellas with almost the same actors, but just not uh it was most of the same actors, but it was,
You're right. You're
you know
right.
what I mean? Like
It
it was
was.
good. It was just super long, super long. So
Yeah, bro. I swear. Um, yeah, man. Well, I just I wanted to give you a big shout out, and you've always been really supportive on my page, and
oh
you
man,
invited me to the podcast before, so I wanted to give you your flowers real quick before we go, and
thank you, bro.
just you're one of the people that have been very genuine and supportive, and so I really have to thank you for inviting me on the show, man.
Oh man.
Shout out Big K James, man, Big K
Hey,
James.
I appreciate it, bro. And much love to you, bro, and all your work. And I'm glad I can support you, bro, and help you out, man, any way I can.
Yeah.
You know, this is a classic episode. You know what I'm saying? Episode 34.
I
Straight.
mean, that's a classic. It's a classic,
Yeah,
man.
come on, man, come on. It'll be available soon. It's gonna be on Spotify. Trying to get all the shows on Spotify,
Come on
and
now.
it takes that. I'm not sure how long that takes, but we'll get it going. You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna be on everything.
It's gonna be on everything. So, any last words, Kinslow? Anything you want to say? Any shout outs? What you got for us?
I want to say a big shout out my two in-house producers, BFE Coop.
Mm-hmm.
Um, well, uh, he be changing his producer name all the time, but I think right now he goes by Asian Jesus. And
Asian Jesus.
yeah, so big shout out BFE Coop, Asian Jesus, JP. Um, who else do I shout out? Let me see. Julia, she do my hair.
Mm-hmm. Shout
Um,
out to Julia.
um, she like every time I have like different kind of braids and those zigzags and everything, she really gets me together and makes me like look better for my brand.
Yeah.
Um, let me see. Hold on, wait. I do have some shout outs. Wait, hold on. I don't want to forget nobody. But yeah, big shout out to Julia. She really gets me together on that. Let me see. Big shout out to Slick, of course. Like I said, big shout out to Trap Steve, Nova, um, Tate. Big shout out to Tate. Yeah, Big Tate. Yeah, I mean, we got some stuff on the way. Um,
Hell yeah.
well, his process might be a little slower than mine, so I don't know when it's coming. Come on, Tate, let's go. Come on now. Nah, I'm just playing Tate. Big Tate. Shout out Tate. Let me see. Shout out Yolanda. Shout out Yolanda. Um, Shout out Braden. Big shout out to Braden. He's mostly he's pretty much in every one of my videos.
Hmm.
His Instagram is at NL period Honcho. HANCHO. And sometimes yeah, and he's been a real big supporter. Born Fresh ENT, the collective me and BFE Coop started.
Hmm.
Yeah, I didn't want to forget anybody. Um, yeah,
Awesome, bro. And
yeah, bro.
any closing thoughts you want to leave us with?
Man, I just really want to say that I'm thankful for everybody that I've ever connected with on this music shit, all the friends that supported me. Really, I just want to say thank you to everybody that's helped me get to where I'm at. And where I'm at is looking good. So, yeah.
There you go. Can't argue with that, bro. So,
All right, bro.
well,
Yeah.
again, yeah, hey, good to have you on here, man. And keep in touch. I'll be following you, of course, on Instagram. And let me know when. Keep up with your keep me up to date with your journey, bro.
Let's get it.
All right,
Let's
bro.
get it.
Yeah.
All right, bro.
Talk
Thanks a
soon.
lot.
Yeah, absolutely. Be safe, man. Have a good day.
You too.
Appreciate it, bro. All right. Man, super good to have Kinslow in here. It's been quite a long time coming for me and him to get to link up for the show. I'd always wanted to have him on. And, you know, but yeah, so it's good to be back. A couple things. I'm not doing a live stream anymore. I'm going to send this out in emails too. I'm not doing a live stream just because with my schedule, I never know, where I'm going to be. And I can kind of, without the live stream, I can record on my own time. And it's just much simpler, much less stress. And then, like I said, I want to put all the episodes on Spotify and streaming. And then also when they release on the streaming platforms, I'll upload the videos to the YouTube channel, because I just still want to have the YouTube channel because I think that just makes sense. And but yeah, other than that, any advice y'all have for me, comment, DM me. You follow me on Instagram, it's just Lush_Louisville. I've also got a Twitter, which is at Lush_Louisville. There's a Snapchat, which is just Lush Louisville, one word. And I think those are the biggest. My Snapchat's kind of, it says my name as Kevin James, even though the name is Lush Louisville. So everybody thinks I have two Snapchats now, but I got to fix that. So yeah, just follow me, tap in, and if you want to be on the email list, let me know. And again, I would like to dedicate this show to Kyron and her family. Everybody have a good Friday, and be safe, and we'll be back soon. Peace out.